10 Celsius in places, 50 Fahrenheit, but temperatures are going to drop over the next few days with cold winds on the way.
More needs to be done to tackle loneliness and isolation for blind people, according to Wales's largest sight loss charity. RNIB Cymru says the public needs to play its part in helping those with visual impairments to feel included. Larry Glyn Jones has been to meet one man from Llanelli who felt depressed and isolated after he lost his sight overnight.
Stephen Ricketts was 50 years old when he woke up one morning completely blind. He says it was like being reborn. He had to relearn how to cook, how to move around and how to dress. He's since had treatment to improve his vision, but he found coming to terms with his sight loss difficult.
All I was hearing is sounds, and I could feel the wind, I could feel the heat from the sun, and it was horrific. The world had gone dark.
Stephen looked to his friends for support, but he felt they were avoiding him because they didn't know what to say around him now he had a disability.
Depression soon set in. I'd lost my job, my licence, and I lost a lot of friends. But that hurt me quite horrific because I thought I had friends to rely on. But I found out in the end they were only acquaintances.
Starting this bowls club for the visually impaired has transformed Stephen's life, but he's not alone in feeling isolated. According to research conducted by the RNIB, 4 in 10 visually impaired people feel moderately or completely cut off from the world around them. And the biggest barrier, they say, is people's perceptions, and that's something we can all do our bit to help.
One of the things that people can do is actually just ask. You know, the reality is you're saying to someone, do you need any help with that? Or can I provide that information in a different format? Do you want me to read that out for you? But just to ask people if there's anything they need to help them engage.
Faye Jones from Holyhead was in her 60s when she lost her sight and says although she has learned to cope with her disability, the isolation continues.
I have been standing speaking to my friend, and I know the person that is speaking to them knows me much better, but it cuts you off completely, because I suppose they don't know how to handle it.
She's started knit and natter groups for those with sight loss across North Wales in order to try and reach out to others. For many who attend, Faye's groups are a lifeline.
I look forward to it, because I don't go anywhere really between the days we're here, like.
The thing is, nobody wants to know you. They don't seem to give you the same sort of connection, even though they know who you are.
Most of us in the same boat, just, you know, and then that sort of helps you together, you see, I think.
And at Stephen's Bowls Club in Llanelli, like at Faye's knitting group, the companionship has greatly improved their lives. But the message is that we can do more to reach out and make a difference.
It may seem like a distant memory now, but this summer's heatwave was the longest drought on record.